welcome back to my channel. My name is Luis. I'm a 21-year-old college student trying to finish my last year of college at the University of Texas at El Paso. And I'm trying to get a bachelor's in finance with a concentration in analytics, and hopefully even my master's later on in life. So, you're good at math and science, right? Well, let me introduce you to a career that would challenge you in both mathematical abilities and your problem-solving skills, and will open many different doors in your future. This field is called engineering, most specifically, industrial engineering. So what is industrial engineering? Industrial engineering is a field of engineering where they are most concerned about optimizing, implementing, and integrating different complex processes or systems seen at any company. Stop! In addition, they are also in charge of improving the safety of systems in order to have a better use for employees and equipment. The reason I want to talk to you about industrial engineering is because both my mom and my dad are industrial engineers, and for a while I was also studying industrial engineering until I decided I wanted to go a different pathway because I was more drawn to the business aspect of the career. Therefore, I wanted to concentrate more on dealing with people. But don't worry, that doesn't mean I don't have a good idea of what it takes to be an industrial engineer. First off, to even talk about industrial engineering, we need to talk about supply chain. Supply chain, you may ask, well, let's just say is the most important idea that people take for granted in their regular lives. In the most basic form, supply chain is a network between suppliers, producers, and consumers to facilitate the rapid exchange of goods. An example of this in action would be that nowadays you can order almost anything with a few clicks away, whereas before, different products were at the disposition of regular consumers. Going back to industrial engineering. Industrial engineers are tasked with finding solutions in order to optimize the time it takes for consumers to be able to receive the products, create them, and overall improve the safety of the system. Wow! You may say, that's a lot of work. Well, yes, but the pay is also very good. Let's take a look. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, an industrial engineer makes a mean hourly wage of $44.05. To put it in perspective, this is about a median of $87,000 a year. To compare, the average income in El Paso is around $42,000 a year. In order for you guys to understand what an industrial engineer is, I conducted an interview with my dad. He currently works at Cardinal Health. Hello guys, you know how I talked about my dad being an industrial engineer? Well, here he is. His name is Luis Jurado, the same as mine. He is an industrial engineer with 28 years of work experience at Cardinal Health. They specialize in making disposable medical equipment. Okay, well, can you give us a little overview of what you do in your day-to-day work?
Yes, of course. I am a supply manager. I have a lot of planners deciding what is going to be produced or bring from different countries. We have, by example, one plant in the Dominican Republic, one plant in Puerto Rico, a few plants in US, 3 plants in Mexico, and a lot of suppliers in Asia, mainly China and Cambodia. We as a supply team, we need to decide what is going to be produced or bought from those suppliers. Then first we need to know what is going to be sold, and another team in my company provide to us the sales. What is by code what we're going to sell, and we take into consideration how long it takes to bring that product from China or Cambodia or Mexico. Then for us it's very important the lead times and the demand. With that information we decide what to produce. Of course, if it's a self-manufacturing site, we need to see if the efficiency of the plant is well used. I mean, we need to make money, then the more that we can utilize of our resources is going to be the better. Then it's a balance between what we're going to sell and how can we produce it efficiency.
Well, some of you think industrial engineering is a one-size-fits-all career, but it really isn't. Depending on your strong points, you could go many different pathways. And my dad's gonna talk about a couple of pathways you could choose in order to better suit your abilities.
Okay, of course, if you like to work with people, you can supervise people. A production supervisor is going to tell the team what is going to be produced. If you like quality, inspect and see that the products are meeting the customer expectation, you can be in quality. If you would like to work with numbers and by yourself, you can work in a computer and make the sales forecast or the supply forecast. Then there is a lot of ways that you can go if you are an industrial engineer.
Well, last question, Dad. Can you go ahead and talk about the work and life balance that industrial engineering offers to the new people graduating and hopefully starting their own engineering careers?
With engineering, you're going to have a lot of work. Then it's very important to keep a balance between your family and the job. I mean, there is always something that needs to be done, but you need to keep it if you want to be happy and if you want your family to be happy with you. I mean, there is always something to do, but you need to go to the movies, exercise, spend time with your family, with your wife. Then not everything or not always is money about. You need to have a balance if you want to be a successful father and family member.
Can you go ahead and talk about the comparison? Because I know you have a pretty good schedule compared to other people that are truckers or maybe don't have a college degree.
I mean, I work from 8 to 5 in theory, but being a manager, I have to attend some meetings in the afternoon. And now that everything is global, I need to have meetings with people in China or Dominican Republic. Then a couple of times I have a meeting very early or very late. But I can take a lot of time if I start early, I can end early, and if I'm going to work late, I can start late as well to keep the balance. For most of our jobs that are not exactly supervising people, we can work from home. That is going to give us an advantage because you are going to have more time to spend with your family. Of course, there is a lot of work, but the work never ends. You can be there for hours, then you want to keep a balance between your family and your job.
Like my dad mentioned in the previous clip, the future of industrial engineering is moving away from staying all day in offices and more towards working at home or remotely. This is another plus for the field because now more than ever, people are wanting jobs that don't conform to a tight schedule or being present in an office all day due to the fact that because engineering is in the forefront of many industries, it is interrelated with the worldwide connection we call the internet. In conclusion, to be an industrial engineer, it takes a lot of mathematical knowledge and understanding of the business in question. Of course, you need a 4-year college degree in engineering, and depending on the specific field you go into, your company or workers would want you to have specific certifications in order to ensure that you are capable with the task in hand. Thank you.